Hello.
Hello, this is Theo Goodman from DGenBet.com, and I'm here with Georgia. We're going to do some quick picks for UFC 231. Georgia, thanks for taking some time out to come on the call with me.
Any time for you, time. Anytime. I can't wait to
Right on.
get into these fights.
Okay,
Let's
well,
go for it.
I think this is a stacked card. It's like the more I look at it, the more excited I get about this whole card. And the main event, Ortega against Holloway, that is a pretty crazy matchup. I mean, you know, Ortega, he wins. Like a friend of mine, he said he keeps winning by Hail Mary submissions. I don't know if I really would call it Hail Mary, but he just finds these weird ways to win. Ortega and Holloway is just, they're both fucking tough as nails. And I don't know who's going to win this fight. I was just thinking this is going to go a few rounds. So I'm thinking over 3.5 rounds. But how do you see this fight?
Huh?
How do you see this? You in the car now?
Yeah, we're driving.
Ortega,
So,
Holloway. What do you see?
uh, I just see, obviously, we've got Holloway. Holloway's quite big for the weight. Definitely was dying to get this fight in. So, you've got a solid champion, and you've got someone who just pulls it out the bag somehow, some way, always, and ends up winning. With and not even decision most times, right? It's just purely
Yeah.
like it's either submission or a KO. So it's a very hard fight to call. If Ortega, I don't, and Ortega's stand up isn't even that bad either. So and he's got height as well, which is I think Max has always fought guys that are a little bit shorter than him. So we let's take that into consideration. They're about the same height, I believe. And then also, I think Ortega looks for stands and then looks for takedowns. I think Ortega has more ways to win this. So I'm going to have to go Ortega.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I don't think Holloway wants anything to do with telephone booth or clinch with Ortega. I think he wants to
Yeah,
stay away
yeah.
on the
You've got to be
outside.
mad to go to ground with Ortega, right? You've
Yeah,
got
yeah,
to be mad.
exactly. Yeah.
He's
So,
a great protege. So,
right.
and he's delivering. He's delivering not just with a gi. He's delivering in every pro fight, right? So
Yeah.
it makes sense not to get entangled in that ground game.
Yep. So that'll be real interesting to see
You'll
the
be
game
above your league
plan.
there if you try.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see if Holloway can keep his distance enough. But all right, let's
Yes.
go on. Then we've got in another title fight, we've got JJ Joanna against Valentina Shevchenko, and I was just telling you before that they fought 3 times before they were in MMA in different
Yeah.
kickboxing organizations, and Valentina won 3 times. So it's just this kind of cloud
Yeah.
over Joanna, kind of. Now she gets another chance. But it's a tough matchup for her, I think. What were you saying earlier? It's kind of an interesting take on it.
Yeah, Joanna, obviously, we know she never goes for takedowns. She loves her kickboxing, but it's just for me, it's just if you're too dumb to see that you and your team are just, if you don't have the brain power to see that the best strategy to deploy here is take her down first round, just cut her up with some elbows, and just ruin her day by just forcing takedowns. And I know you're not a great takedown artist, and your wrestling skills are so, but yeah, try at least to go for a takedown and think the game plan would be, if they're smart enough to go for this type of game plan and they just ruin her day that way, then I believe they stand a chance. If they're gonna stand and fight as per usual, thinking it's an ego thing and I've lost 3 times but I'm gonna beat her this time, then they lose that fight all day. So there you have it.
That's
That's what I
interesting.
expect.
I mean, I would be shocked to see Joanna take Valentina down, but maybe that's a good reason to try it, like you said. So
Exactly. You would expect that, right?
no,
Just
I
get your
would not.
timings right. I would expect it from a strategy standpoint. If the team and if the coaches have the, for me it would be like do the standard, like if you want to, if every round is pretty close on the feet, like attempt at least 2 takedowns per round. If you get one of them, maybe even 3 takedowns. If you get one of them, then you're scoring on the scorecards. You win that fight, right? So, but if you just stand, it's close and it goes either way. So for me, it would be, that's the game plan I would put forward for my fighter. If we were engaging with Shevchenko and we'd lost three fights, 3 kickboxing bouts. So yeah. Theos? Damn. Lost the brother. Took me a while back now. Theos? Hello? Theos? Hello? Theos? Hello?
Still there?
Yeah, I got you back, Theos.
Okay, great. Sorry, I dumped out. All right, well,
Okay.
I had to go to emergency thing. Sorry about that, everyone. Anyway, so have you talked about Alex Oliveira against Gunnar Nelson yet?
Yeah. Did you get that last part on? If I was in the team or the coach, I'd be definitely going for this takedown strategy with Shevchenko. But on, I think you.
Yeah, I got that.
Right?
Yeah.
So Oliveira, Gunnar Nelson, another very interesting. You know what? A lot of these fights tonight are hard to call. I think they're all tight fights and they all can go either way. But I think I'm just going to go Oliveira based on grit and determination. Determination.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, it's a tough fight but I think it's a real interesting matchup. I think it's close as hell. So,
Oliveira is a southpaw, right?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know off the top of my head. My computer froze. That's why I got off, so I can't check. But Oliveira is a slight. Right. He's a slight underdog, so that's not a bad bet actually. So,
I agree. Not a bad bet at all. I think everyone favors Gunnar Nelson. I think it's partly underdog due to the association with Conor as well. It's almost like anyone that fights in and around Conor. It's the same with when is it Lebov, the Conor's training partner.
Lebov. Yeah. Artem Lebov. Yeah.
Yeah, when everyone was thinking he's going to be. Who did he fight lately? And everyone thought,
I forgot who he fought lately, but he had that battle with Michael Johnson. And then before that, Cub Swanson. He fought Cub Swanson. It was a good battle, but I mean, there's no way he won.
Exactly.
He
he's favorite.
So,
he was probably favorite for those 2 fights as well, and hence why Gunnar is favorite because of the association.
He was not favored. He wasn't favored. He wasn't favored in the last one, but I mean, he had a lot of fans, like hyping it and stuff. So I think Gunnar Nelson is way better. I mean, it's a totally different division than Nelson. Nelson is like crazily skilled, but I like that. Yeah, Oliveira has crazy grit, and that's a very interesting matchup of styles.
Yeah.
So I think everyone's ready to see that. What do you think about?
I'm just going for heart on this one.
Yeah.
I think the heart and grit and determination. Unless he gets caught in something stupid, but yeah, obviously from the Gunner's ground skills, maybe gets caught with something, but then again, I find that quite difficult to. Anyway, so
Oliveira's grappling is better than people think. I think think that. I mean, he has been submitted and stuff, but he's got some. He's not just easy to take down right away or something. So.
Right. Yeah. He's not a bum. His ground game isn't. It's half decent. I guess.
It's half decent, exactly. All right. What other fights are you looking at on this card?
What else have we got?
We got a couple more. Well, we got Santos.
Manoa.
Yeah, Manoa. Yeah. That's a tough matchup for Jimmy too, I think. But I don't know what both of these guys hit so hard. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm gonna have to go Santos again. I'm just gonna have to go Santos. I've seen He's been in the gym with us as well, Manoa. There's a space on the left. And then, yeah, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, that's a real honest opinion. If you've been in the gym with the guy and you're willing to take the Santos. Santos is a monster, though.
He's coming for sparring with Michael Page a while back, and you know, I just, for me, I don't know. It's hard for me to judge this one, really hard, because I know I've seen someone in action. I mean, with Michael, you know, you can't. At the end of the day, Michael's stand-up is just, you know, it's not comparable, right, to Santos' stand-up, and
right,
and then it's I mean, it's one of those ones where it's someone could land a shot and it's lights out, right? So it's a difficult one to call because they both have the KO capability. And
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Santos. I see Santos. I think body frame wise, Manoa is probably the bigger man, but Santos also comes in aggressive all the time, comes in explosive, wants to hurt people. So it's about who wants it most, and I just think Santos wants it a little bit more.
Okay, well, another one I was looking at